you for jumping in. It's your invisible boy, Nikoneus, back again. Gotta take that off. None of the other ones are good. We're gonna be back. We're gonna fool around with some AE2. We're gonna do some powering. We're gonna make some better power. Here, I'm going to do that. Okay, we're going to make some better power management other than flex points. Flex points are great and all, but they take up a lot of room. So we're going to try, I think we're going to go ender gates. For ender gates, we need to get into a power. Every time I see that mod, I have to say it like that because, you know, that's just the way you have to say it. So you need the energy cables, you need the energizing rods, and then the energizing orb, because that's just how you have to have that. So we're going to start with the rods. Okay, so there's 9. And then there we go. So that needs 9. And that goes right there. Okay, so these things get powered, it sucks the power in, it shoots it into this thing like a bolt of lightning, and Bob's your uncle. There you go. Now, I don't know. I could probably put a flex point on there. I've never tried adding yeah, we can do a flex point. Okay, so that's pulling power. So in theory, if I wanted to make one of these, I just need a casing, basic that, and that. Let's just do this. I think I have a basic capacitor. I have a dialect casing, and I need an eye, which we have. Okay. So okay. It's receiving power. That's got power. So, question that I have is, did I screw up and put it up one too high? Oops. Which is a possibility. I don't think that matters, which it doesn't. I was just checking. Okay. Let's see. So that goes right there. And well, let me make sure. Eye of Ender, derelict casing, basic capacitor, tiny. Oh, okay, that's on me. I need to make the basic capacitor tiny. Aha, there we go. Now it automatically powers. And boom, Bob's your uncle. We now have an ender core. Okay. So at least that's working. I don't know how much I'm going to get into that right now. Let's see here. Moment. Okay. Right. Let's see here. Dark Voider 2, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. How's it going? Hope you're having a good Saturday night. All the stalkers coming in, that's okay. Bubba J, welcome, welcome. Y'all get to see, you know, me potentially blow up my base and irradiate, you know, 4 or 5 chunks around me. Yeah, you know, hey, let's play around. Working on auto crafting, trying to get this one set up. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. No, actually, this whole thing is Judge. He's the one that has this one set up. I've never really gotten into Mechanism. So he has it set up. I know he has like fail safes and alarm systems and different things like that set up. He's like, it won't happen again. I'm like, okay. He's like, just don't, you know, I love it. He even wrote signs. Never break the radioactive waste. Every single bucket. Never break. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, he needed this for the antimatter, for the polonium, for all that kind of stuff to make the mech suit. Once we make the mech suit, chances are most of this is going away because we don't need it for anything else. The reactor that we have, we're just going to make a hardened one, you know, a bigger one, and use that because it is just fine. It doesn't blow up. So I get you. We just needed it for a couple things, and we'll be good to go. So I was getting ready to turn this one into an advanced extended pattern. And let's see, I need one of these, and then I need one of these. I didn't think we were going to make one that big. I don't think we need that much energy, but good to know. I'll pass it along. Um, Typically, we just make it the size that we need. I can't imagine what we would be powering all at the same time that we would need a 16 by 16 by 48. Not to mention that I really don't want to build that. I mean, in all honesty, even for the one-time thing, I would just autocraft it. But yeah, I guess. And I mean, when we start getting into the ATM star and all that other fun stuff, we may look at it. But you know, right now, we're doing pretty good. Uh, in At some point, I've got to start making something I really want to make, but I really don't want to make. Is the excuse me, assembler wall matrix, the pattern cores, the crafting cores, the speed cores. Yeah, I used to be a huge fan of the infinity drill, but then I found that doing like max efficiency, especially on like one like this, I can just put instant on there, and you can actually make it do. I know it, the instant drill can do. Let's see, I know you can do an 11 by 11. Is that the biggest, or does it go up one more? 13 by 13. Yeah. So it's like, I get it. It's pretty big. Um, Here, you know what? I'm going to jump into the lobby too, just if y'all want to join, since you're on the same servers. Hello, hello.
Howdy, howdy. Let me mute you real quick.
No, you're good, man.
Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just this.
You can also make the infinity drill apothic and give it enchants.
Oh, I know. The only thing I found is that on a lot of servers now, I mean, granted, I'm going off of past experience, the infinity drill just lags servers out when you start going 13 by 13, just going ham. But
I could
I
see it.
haven't done it on this one, so it's like, I mean, I get it.
I could definitely see it though, lagging.
Yeah. The one thing that I wish I could do right now, oh my god, I wish I could. I wish he went like two up, or I wish I could take out like to this level of bedrock and just flatten this area. But hey, oh well. Because I look at this and try to run. I'm like, I'm playing Jenga with pipes, and like even over here, I'm like, okay, that's not what I wanted, but it works. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But I'm not ripping out this entire everything and putting it up one, two more levels. So it's like, you know what, my ADD and my
Yeah.
OCD. It's like, okay, I'll live with it. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
If he didn't have his reactor and stuff on that floor, it'd be so easy to copy and paste
Oh
gadget
yeah,
it up one.
but still, I've had very bad luck with the copy and paste gadget.
Also, another thing is, why does he have the solar panels on the evaporation if they can't see the sun?
They can.
Mm.
It's clear all the way up to the ceiling.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Don't ask.
Oh my god.
I Hey, as soon as he makes his what, like 4 8 nuggets of antimatter, I think half the 90% of this stuff is going away. Yeah, I don't ask. He wanted to do it. I just said okay. So he needs what? One. So you need one for each. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2. So yeah, 8. So as soon as he makes his 8 antimatter, and we just make a full mech suit, unless you need them for the upgrades, which I don't think so. No. Then I think most of this stuff is going away. But hey, that's on his channel.
Oh my god.
I just kind of leave that one away, and it was funny. Yesterday, so we were talking, and he was like, "Okay." He goes, "I'm just getting really tired of that. Make me an ultimate induction cell." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "Yeah, I want to see you do this." Well, I just put everything into auto crafting and hit go. He's like, "I hate you."
Exactly.
I'm
That's the
like,
right way to do
it's
it.
like this is the purpose of auto crafting. I was like, this is the whole purpose of doing it this way. It's like, yes, it took me time to make sure that all of the patterns were going the right direction. And the one that took me the longest was this one, to figure out the extra. I had to actually manipulate. I had to pull up the advanced pattern on this one and tell it, okay, I want you to go into the west, slot, because I had to figure out
Yep.
which slot this was, because when you look at the config, it doesn't tell you. And then I didn't realize that it was actually northeast, southwest on the map, not the machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it took me like 15, 20 minutes to try to figure out which, just by process of elimination, which one would put something into the extra slot. Once I figured it out, I'm like,
Oh
oh,
my
okay, that's easier. But yeah, I got the enrichment, I got all of that set up and going. I don't know if I'm going to play with ender gates. Flex points seem to work just fine. I know you can get faster
Uh,
than 800k, but
yeah, if you just do bypass limit on it, like
oh no, I
when
mean,
you're
I know you
inside
can
of
do
full
that.
point.
I was meaning with ender gates. You can go up to
Yeah,
some
but
stupid amounts.
you can actually ender gate. You can only get up to 1 mil RF per tick.
Yeah.
The flood network, you can get up to 2 billion RF per
Yeah,
tick.
you just take off the power surge and bypass limit, and then yeah.
No, all you do is bypass limit. That's it.
Okay. Well, we don't
And
need
I highly suggest Flux Network instead of Ender
ender.
because Ender ends up causing lags.
Okay. The only thing I really do like about Endergate is when you put it on, God, it's just smooth. It's almost like it's not even there.
I know.
It's an aesthetic thing, and it's like, okay, I get it, but yeah. So it's like, but yeah, I got to start making some drives, as you can see, and then I've started my liquids. I'm gonna have latex in here in a minute, and then I'll show you what I did to the farm because you were talking about it.
Are those extended drives or just normal drives?
Extended.
Ah, good.
Yeah. Yep. All of them. I figure if you're gonna make them, make it.
Yep.
So I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah. So nope, it took me a little bit longer, but I just made it. But no, I redid my farm. So I have 4 in here, and they are, maxed out. Spawn count 16, max entities 24. Uh,
But
this
see that those contradict. So the max entities is the maximum amount of entities that can be around your spawner.
okay.
Other spawners also give in to that max entity. So
That's why
if
they
you
all
had
move
4
away.
spawners, you need to use yeah, but what's the spawn radius of them?
1. So basically, they spawn right here, they drop, and they instantly get moved there. And by the time the next tick comes around for them to spawn, they're already dead.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
but are all of them spawning at once? Like
Uh.
all 4?
Oh yeah, all 4 spawners, absolutely. And they all. First thing I do, they all have no AI. See, and even the ones that don't fall down up top, they still get hit with the sweeping edge.
I'd add an extra range onto those, to be honest.
Yeah, I might. And I mean, they're like this one. I didn't put
It,
the echoing on it.
it's yeah. It's just severely limiting the amount that can
Well,
spawn in from what I'm seeing.
the only thing I use this for is XP.
Of
That's
course.
it. And the reason I did it, and here's the funny, oh, I gotta change this one. But here's the funny thing. I put sharpness, great. I put scavenger and sweeping edge, but I did looting, and the one that I made sure of is knowledge of the ages. So everything it kills, all of the loot just drops instantly into XP, and it just, I think I got up to like 1500 in 3 minutes.
Actually, you know what? Look at your sword one more time. Inside the clicker.
Yeah.
That ancient knowledge is the thing that's actually really giving you a lot.
Oh yeah, no, I know. So now the sad part is if I kill them, wait till you see this. Um, there's my XP.
I would actually hell yeah. Um,
Because I have plus 400% ancient knowledge 24/7
so there's one thing I would actually suggest on your sword.
on my sword or the sword in there.
In the sword in there
Okay.
is re-rolling one of the sundering attribute
Yeah.
to loot pinata.
You know, I thought of that, but that
Because the
changes.
loot pinata will
But
also convert to
it
knowledge of ages.
it does. I know. I love loot pinata so much. It is so fun.
I know.
I have it on mine, and
It's a
it
wonderful item.
activates a lot on mine. I did not when I first did it. I didn't realize how much of a explosion it was going to be.
Have you tried malicing your sword?
I have not. I don't know what malicing does, and I was like, okay. I don't really care about
Go to
sunder.
caustic and then
Give
hover
me a
over
second.
the
Slain. There we go. Loot pinata.
hover over the refresh. Yep, it's there.
Hey. Ooh, and it already rolled with 6. Done.
Hell yeah!
I wanted sweeping strikes though.
You'll have to
Uh,
look around to see if this has one.
it
Scroll.
doesn't.
It doesn't have one on these.
No.
Nope.
So, oh well. I mean, hey, I mean, it's killing things so far out. I'm not even worried about it. But no, that loot pinata will work really nicely. Give me 1 second. Um, that's one
What
that I
was I saying
missed.
about your real thing? What was I
Menacing.
saying about that? Oh yeah, the sigil of menace,
Yes, I have
malice.
multiples of those. I've been saving them. I don't know what they do. I've not looked into them.
So it's for apotheosis.
Yeah.
What it is, you put it into a blacksmith table
Uh-huh.
with an item, and what it does is it takes away one of the minor effects
Uh-huh.
and pluses one of your major effects by 1.25
Oh,
to 1.5.
but it's random.
Yeah,
Got it.
it's a basically a gamble every time.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you gotta have a few items ready for
Well,
yourself.
what you do is before you spend all of the time, the levels of upgrading everything, you just menace it, and then once you're happy with it, then you spend the levels to upgrade it.
Or you could always make a whole bunch of like
Oh, that's true.
netherite swords and then do them a whole bunch of different ways, or do like a netherite sword, give it all the enchants and all
Okay.
the apothic stuff you want to, then use the Mahu Suzuki replicate spell to
Oh yeah.
replicate it,
I was
and
really
then use a whole bunch of
disappointed
sigil magus on all.
with all of the with what they did to the Morgan. That was sad.
I know, right?
They
Who
nerfed
wants a
the heck out of that one.
who wants a sword that does 60 damage?
Yeah. I'm like, I understand it was severely OP. I loved the way that you had to get it. That was hilarious. You set up a farm of baby villagers and you set an auto clicker and you go away for the night. Um,
Oh my god.
oh yeah, on one server I had it hitting for like I mean it was like 10,000 a click. Yeah, it was insane. But with this sword, I I can, most of the time, I can one-shot a Piglich.
Look at that one. I just put in chat.
Touched by Malice. So did that do life mending?
No, that did the slain enemies have 7.5%
Oh,
chance of
okay.
doing loot
Of loot
pinata.
pinata. Oh, okay. It got on that. Nice. Enemy blows are executed. Yeah, ignores durability. Okay. Sharpness, great. Smite. Grand Sage. Slain enemies. Nice, nice. Yeah. So like all of the other enchants and everything. See, I don't really care about all of those. Oh, see, so
So
you put 2 levels to all enchantments and then 4 to
yeah,
existing
but
sharpness. Okay.
look at what it says underneath Touched by Malice.
Increase the strength, which each enchantment has a higher chance of getting when it drops. That's nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so that made my attack damage to 166.5.
Got it. And see, I built mine for a very specific thing. Can you take a guess by
I
looking
had
at it?
what you call it? EXP one.
Nope, not experience.
I lost it.
Mine does. Mine focuses on one thing. Well, 2 technically. Can you guess what that is?
I'm guessing loot.
Nope. Look at the effects and the gems.
You're trying to get a bit of damage out of it, but
Hold on. Let me get over. So when I go over to my sword, my crit chance is 126. So 99% of the time I swing, I crit. And when I crit, I'm doing 722% damage.
let's see. When I'm on my sword, I have 1103 attack damage.
Mm-hmm. But what's your crit?
11.88 attack speed. Where's my crit? Crit damage 255. Where's crit chance?
Right above it. And if it's not on there, chances are
I don't have much crit
it's 0.
chance because I don't have much on there at the moment.
Exactly.
I can bump that up if I felt like it, but honestly, when I'm flying and I just crouch and then uncrouch before I hit, it crits.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So I don't really have to worry about crit chance because I just. Yeah, I should probably buff mine up like you have yours with crit damage and crit chance. That'd be smart.
So yeah, so you know the boss in the Nether, the furnace dude?
Yeah.
What's his name? He's one of these guys. This guy, the monstrosity, the netherite monstrosity. You know, he can have up to 48,000 hearts. I 3-hit him. I'm like, okay, I think that's pretty efficient.
Nope, not efficient enough.
Well, I'm still working on it. So hold on. You know that ring I keep telling people I want that I can't find? I can't learn to make the ring that allows me to use 2 gems. The reason being is I'm getting 90% crit damage on 1 gem. Could you imagine an extra 400% crit damage with 2 rings and then a necklace? Because I haven't made the necklace yet.
So, have you ever went into Silent Gear?
Yeah. And I thought about making the furnace and redoing all of the...
Okay, so you know about the Uru metal?
Yeah, I know about the metal. I haven't played around with it a ton since they swapped it over. I know back in the day, Tinker's Construct, the best weapon in any mod pack that had Tinker's Construct was a Shuriken. Ninja Star.
Oh
And
my goodness.
the reason being is there was a specific metal, and I could walk you through it. It's like a 48-step process to get this stupid metal. But what it did is by time you buffed it, it was infinite, so they never went away. But every time you killed something, it increased in damage. Every time. So what you do is you create a fast spawning mob farm, you turn an auto clicker on, and you let it run all night. The shurikens were doing thousands of damage a tick, and they were long-ranged weapons. Like, we could one-shot the Ender Dragon with a shuriken. Yeah, it was it was a little OP'd. And that was before, and that was without like star, metal and grading and all this other stuff that you can do with Silent Gear. That was just with Tinkers. So now that they brought Tinkers up with Silent Gear, yeah, you can go through and make a lot of the new metals and a lot of the fun stuff like that.
The thing that I was asking that about is because you could make your rings out of Uru metal using Silent Gear and get literally indestructible best of the best.
Well, yeah. I don't care if they're indestructible. Just because
Uru metal will obviously give you a lot more traits and bonuses.
No, you can't. Well, not with the jewel crafting. So here's the problem.
Yeah.
So the jewel crafting, and here's the only issue that I'd have to look at. The jewel crafting allows me to put onyx into it. When I put onyx into it, that's what gives me the 90% crit. Is the onyx.
So go back into it really quick. Into the thing you made the testing with.
There's all Imodium.
Go to the rings.
This is a ring. That's all of the materials
yes,
you can use.
Unobtainium. If you look at the Uru metal, to make a Uru metal Unobtainium ring, you need to already have the... Oh, sorry. To make the Uru metal ring, you need to already have an Unobtainium ring.
I understand.
So I wonder...
if you could just
if you might be able to buff it, then do it through the foundry to upgrade it.
That I don't know, because I've not played with all of the new metals that they put into this one. Does Silent... Okay, so they don't have that. Yeah, I mean, I've done Silent Gear in here, but I've not done the all of the metal forging and stuff like that. Because I know you can make the ring, but the problem is the rings don't give you the same properties as the jewel crafting thing does, because that uses different gemstones. Because if you look at onyx, that's an iron, gems, and jewels. So the Silent Gear won't use it. So I don't know if there's a Silent Gear version, because I'd have to go look, because the spreadsheet that I had that had what the metals did and what traits it gave you is now outdated because of the foundry put into it. So I'd have to go back and find what all of the new metals add to it when you put them in. So I don't know if it would work or not. But I mean, it's definitely something that we could, look into. I don't know if you've seen the rest of the base. Have you seen this?
Oh God, there's a lot of jewel examples.
Where at?
There is a whole section of Silent Gear jewels, and my God.
What are you looking under? The wiki? Or
so I went here in game.
Okay, JEI.
So let me at Silent Ring. Okay. Oh wait, it's not ring. What was it?
That's not Silent. Well, because the ring is right here. It's a ring shank, or it's still rings.
There it is. It's jewelry setting.
Oh, and jeweler. Oh, and this one. Okay.
In Silent Gear, like if you do at silent space
Yeah.
jewel,
Okay.
you can see that it's the jewelry setting. There's a whole bunch of different
And
jewels
see,
there
Onyx
that go
isn't.
through.
Yeah, but Onyx isn't there. So you have to use the Silent Gear jewels, which that's fine. Those are relatively easy to get, but I don't know what all of those do anymore. I mean, I know what Lapis does. I know what Netherite or the Nether Crystal. I know what Redstone. I know what a few of them do. I know
You
like
do know if you hold control as it goes through, it'll tell you,
yeah.
right?
Oh, I know, but it's one of those
And then
that
you can combine them all together inside a gem combining
you can.
thing from them.
Yeah, but they add like brittle or things like that, but none of them add crit. That's the problem. So I may do this for a weapon because I know you could probably upgrade even from the unobtainium. You know, I mean, obviously I could make the um, exo or whatever the heck it's called and just be God, but at that point, it's like
Plus, I think
whatever.
it's going to be. I think it's also going to be fun to make a particle accelerator.
I've done one before. There were. It took a long time. Oh, here's a question for you. You'll probably be like, "Oh yeah, that's easy. How the heck do you make time crystals?" I've never had to make time crystals, and when I click on them in the JEI, it doesn't tell me except a heated centrifuge.
No, you don't need the heated centrifuge. Go to the first, or sorry, look up budding time in JEI. So see that budding time crystal, the
So
green one
for
right there?
goo, yeah, okay,
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not
can't.
right. Okay, I guess that's a way you can make it.
Oh,
Did they
budding
change the way
amethyst
you made it?
and shadow pose. Okay, so I can just take a
Yeah.
budding shadow
Okay.
pose into the or
Yep.
shadow pose into the budding amethyst.
And they made okay. So they made
Hmm.
what the?
Okay, I can make that because I can.
Okay.
I have blocks of amethyst. I
Yeah,
can infuse those. That's easy.
yes, but you're going to need to watch a video because when the budding time crystal degrades, which it will,
Uh huh.
it then needs to recharge in the overworld. Then once it's done recharging in the overworld, it needs to go to the nether. Then it needs to recharge in the nether. And once it's finished with the nether, it recharges in the end. And then after it fully recharges in the end, then it'll start producing time crystals. And once it backs out, then you have to redo the whole process again.
That seems like way too much.
Yeah, so you have to watch a video because you need block swappers, you
Oh my
need
goodness.
shit like that. Like you have to set up a thing for it.
Yeah, apparently. So I was like, that's because they definitely changed the insta break because that didn't used to take time crystals. That's okay. They've updated the pattern or yeah, the patterns on a lot of this stuff. Like the builder never used to take all the modium.
Hey, ban that guy.
Sure. Oh,
Or
yeah,
time
no.
out his message. Like
No. It
the
yeah.
hell?
Oh God, yeah, I get all of these things. Or the one I got last night was, I kept getting the hi, checking out your stream, great. And I look at it and their account was created 21 seconds ago or 20 minutes ago. I'm like, whatever. I was like, I'm just tired of all the bots. Give me just a second.
And report for spam, scam, and tampering. Spam.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. But yeah, no.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I I ban them as soon as I see them. I have a lot of them, and then I get the ones possible ban evasion. So I don't know if you've seen our building here. We haven't built this part yet.
And oh, yeah, I was
Well,
watching you guys build that the other
so
day.
what we're gonna do is inside of here, we're gonna put crate. So all you see is like the moving gears and the grinders and the the steam and the whole 9 yards. We're gonna put the steam stacks here, and they're gonna go up, and then right out here, we're gonna make a dock that's gonna come out a little bit here, and we're gonna put some cranes that are going out, and we're gonna build a battleship right out here, and all of it's basically gonna be all of this stuff is being built to go on to and do the battleship stuff.
Hell yeah!
So it's like let's see.
Wait, that's actually a thing.
What, a test dummy? Yeah, target dummy.
A target dummy?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
It takes wool. I mean, it takes hay and an armor stand.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and it'll actually like there. I just had a 1300 crit from one of my, there, from one of my after hits. Yeah. So yeah, you can make them. I've got to completely get rid of this floor, and I got to move all this stuff down. Okay. I need to move this down and put that up, and then I need okay, there's that. I don't know if I'm gonna need that, but I'm just kind of mumbling to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you working on?
Right now, I'm just sitting at my Enderman farm that I just set up and like
In the
waiting
end?
for stuff to, waiting for
Yeah.
stuff to pile up.
Yep.
I need 7.4 million ender pearls.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Well, let's see here. So currently I have 1,362 just of the ender pearls, and then I have the ender pearl
Right now,
essence. So yeah.
my farm's at 530,000 fragments and 264,000 ender pearls.
Nice. Okay.
I just built it earlier today, so
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, I gotta get this done.
I should probably play with this and figure this potion brewing out, but I was told there's a good potion brewer in Arsenovo that I should look into.
Oh, I forget what it is, but there's a machine from one of the mods that's in here that literally lets you brew the liquid for the potions, and you can hook it all up through autocrafts.
Right here.
No. I'm talking about it's like a 3x3 multi-block that uses random blocks.
Oh, no, you got me on that one.
Right click one of those top potions in your JEI. Go over to the filler. Yeah, go to that fluid.
Which fluid?
No, go back. Yeah, go to the Alchemist Cauldron. That last tab. Right click the fluid. Or sorry, left click the fluid.
It just keeps bringing me back here. The cauldron.
Okay, no, that ain't right. One moment.
Twisting
No.
vines. Interesting. Lingering potion of interference. I'm not sure. I knew there was a um Ars Nouveau um thing. I'm so
Did they ever
descriptive.
move my favorite thing?
I know what I want to do. Oh, have you played with this yet? The redstone pin?
No, not. Well, oh, yes, I have.
I like the redstone pin. I thought that was actually pretty cool when they brought that in. Um,
Dang it, they nerfed it. They took out the whole mod that I loved.
which one?
It was just like I said, it was a random multi-block that was a 3x3 that just created potions almost instantly and made them into fluids.
There's a. What are the structures in the Nether
Don't
for?
forget that you can do it for by source or by dimension.
Yeah. Arena. Here we go. Burning arena. Quite a bit away.
It's not found.
I know. I have to keep.
Hey, a little trick: do /RTP and then do it again.
RTPing in the Nether.
You can RTP in any dimension.
Oh, I know you can. Doesn't mean um it's something I
Hey, look, you found a fortress.
yeah. Hey, there we go. It's actually behind me.
Oh, yep,
Let's go
4,000 blocks away.
see here real quick if there's. Oh, that's one of the rare ones. Still looking for my cloak. Still haven't found that one. But apparently, I was talking to Lisa, I think. I think that's her name. And with
Oh, Liz.
Liz, sorry. With the iron and spells, there's an actual invisibility, like a true invisibility. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I've not played with that one, so you die. Haha. I just love it. It's like playing whack-a-mole.
I'm surprised you're not making a data module out of all these wither skeletons.
Oops. Let's see. Wither skeletons. You mean like that one?
Oh, yep.
So
Stream's just lagging a little bit behind.
well, no. So what I do is if there's a mob that has it that you can do a data module on, as long as it has a egg, what I will do is I swab it, explode a chicken, and then I put it into one of my um, yeah, because words are hard. I put it into one of my
Spawner.
spawners, and then because they're already maxed out, I set there for just a couple minutes because it just spawns maximum amounts of them, and then I'm done. And then I usually just stop. So it just depends on what they, what mob it is. But yeah, I sat there and do those. Here's one that's gonna date me. We'll see if you've ever played with this. Have you ever played with Woot? WOOT?
I am
Hey, Pinata. Uh, that shit. Look up a video on that. That was such a great mod. I wish somebody would bring that into the current version. So take hostile networks and amplify it by a lot. um, you build multi-structure machines, and I mean they are. I think the max level one was. I think it took almost a chunk. You know, the width of one chunk, and I think it was like 10 or 15 blocks tall to make the max level machine. But it would just spawn that mob over again inside of kind of like the hostile, you know, the simulation. But you could maximize and, you know, upgrade the amount of loot that comes out of it, and, you know, all these other things. It was so nice, and it was just kind of fun with the multi-block. I liked actually the bigger multi-blocks. Okay, you say I need to go that way. Okay, let's go that way. The one that I kind of wish that I had gotten more of was the ghasts, because my data module for them is not complete, but I have seeds in mystical, so it's like, I don't really need it. You know, if I found it, it is what it is, but it's not something I need. That's another mod I've got to give a try and learn, because I've never done it, and people tell me that bees are better than mystical.
If you do it right, yes.
But the difference is I know mystical. Which, when you know something and you don't know something, the one you know is always easier. You know, so it's like, well, so yeah, I got to learn bees, because one of the guys on here, I went over to his base and he was showing me his bee setup, and it's like a 40 block contraption of, you know, just things going out and in and back in, and, you know, going into a centrifuge and going into this and out of that, and I'm like, that looks simple. And it
Yeah.
probably is, if you know what, you know, everything is and what you're doing. You know, it's probably not horrible, but when you don't know what you're doing, oh hey, what did I just pop into?
Yeah, it can get very bad when you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, it's just not necessarily.
You can get very laggy.
Well, it can get very laggy if you, especially if you do it wrong. But it's one of those things that you're not getting the output out of it that you want, and, you know, it doesn't do what you want. Well, then it's not better, you know, at that point. So
True.
it's like, well, in, you know, I can build what I know, and just die. You know, then I'll work on bees later, because I've never done bees. The other one that people seem to be a little shocked when I say I've never done is productive trees. Never done it.
I've never done productive trees either.
Yeah, I've never done.
I've never really seen a reason to get into it.
Yeah, I love these random houses. Oops.
Yeah, productive trees.
That's funny. unless you need a specific tree for something, yeah, I haven't found like a reason to be like, oh my god, I need that. So it's like, well, I mean, you know, whatever. Judge and I are kind of simple folk. We like acacia, which apparently is kind of decisive. Some people either like acacia or you don't. I did not realize it was that big of a thing. Were you the one that was in Texas? Or no? Oops. This way. Interesting. Oh, look at him. He's special. He's dead. We're going to a trial. I don't know how to start the trial, but I saw it on a playthrough and I wanted the location is awesome. The like building of it, they did a really good job of it, and I wanted to see what the trial was. Still 2,000 blocks away. Not even a spawner for this one. Oh well. Damn it, already learned it. And nothing's worth anything there. Really? Guy just sitting there getting ready to take aim at me. It's like, fine. Yeah, you can die too. Okay. I know there's chests and stuff in there. Who knows? There's a half fortress. Huh. I wonder what that is over there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way for it. It's over here. I find when you find a maze like that, so much faster to just go straight through it. Definitely not what was intended. I hear a gas. That's a color shift. All right. Let's see here. Now that's a fire pillow. I like that pillow. Hey, we're in the 1000s. Just barely, but we're there. Okay. Well, oops. Big floor. God, we went out to a farmer's market today. My wife and my parents came over to visit, and then we went to the food truck, you know, um, area. They were having where they just had a whole bunch of like restaurants and food trucks and vendors and stuff like that in one place. That, oh my goodness, that's great food. But it was nice and sunny, and I got a little red. So I'm a little tired. Sunburns suck. Even if it's a light one. But when you have, when you grow up and you're redheaded with freckles, guess what? You kind of get used to them. Especially growing up in Cali, because they have. Huh. Okay, let's see. Interesting structure. I don't know what that is. Okay, 700. Oh, hey, look at that. 34. That's what, 68 pieces of vibranium so far. And I'm not even looking for it. I'm just flying. Okay. Let's go that way. I'm gonna see if there's a path first, and if not, well then I'll make one. feet. Or, yeah, 500 blocks. Heyo. Interesting room to pop into. I mean, I don't know how else you're ever gonna find this room, which is kind of funny. But let's see, 500 still.
Hi.
What's up? How you doing, man?
How you been, man?
I've been doing good. How you doing?
Alright.
Yeah? Huh?
Just doing my own thing.
Yeah. I always tell everybody that comes in, you know, you've probably heard it before, but you are on stream, so just kind of a heads up.
That's nothing new. I kind of figured that.
Oh yeah, I just like telling people, you know, because it's not a surprise. I figure, you know, hey, you know, it's kind of a nice thing to do. So have you been just?
It does not surprise me that.
You've been just doing your own thing, playing ATM, or are you playing a different game, or what?
I've been playing different mod packs.
Oh, which one? Oh, weren't you playing one of your buddies? Or was
yeah,
that...
that's the one I sent you. Plus,
yeah, that's right.
I started playing another one, Cobblemon.
You know, it sounds familiar.
Basically, it's a Pixelmon inspired.
Okay.
I've been playing that one, and then they released, the FTB team released the updated version of FTB Skies.
Oh, okay. I never really got into the sky blocks or the things like that. I've tried a couple of them. I just never.
No, but dude. How it used to be, they've updated a lot.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, ATM 10 was updated quite a bit, so it's like, well, I can see that. Let's see. But
well, with it being Skyblock, they also had to update a lot of their mods.
Oh yeah, I mean, to do it on just one. So I can imagine that. Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
I found it. I'm at the library.
Cobblemon. Hell yeah. I know there was a big rollback the other day. I don't know what was going on.
Not sure.
I know the server crashed multiple times.
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't see announcements, there was somebody banned on the server.
Oh no, I know. There was a couple. They caught one guy. They banned him for like hacking, fly hacking, and item duping and stuff like that. There was another guy that they caught for kind of similar things. And you know, I was sitting there talking to a couple of them. I was like, you know, it's just kind of sad when
the one that was on the 25th. That's the one I'm talking about.
640 health. One hit. Alrighty then. I'd say I'm a little.
No, the date on that announcement was the 25th.
Yeah. No, I was probably on. Because the guy that did it, there was also a guy banned for griefing,
fly hacking, and other stuff like that. Yeah, griefing.
Well, the end, and he took my portal out.
It is.
Yeah, I had to go and redo a portal. Somebody allowed me to teleport to him, thankfully, because I was like, okay, I'll go try to find another end portal. And it was like, you know, 50,000 blocks away from where I was. But somebody was like, here, just teleport over to me and, you know, get it back. I was like, thank you. But yeah, no, he messed some stuff up. They did a pretty good job of getting everything back, and then they
It's my
claimed
team
it.
for you. They know how
Oh
they
yeah,
know how to get shit fixed very
no,
quickly.
they do a very good job, and then they claimed it. You know, so you can still do the dragon, but you can't really destroy it, which is good because you're always going to have that one schmuck that thinks, "Oh, I'm cool and I can do this," and it's like, okay, dude, you just proved that you're 8 years old. Have a nice day.
Pretty much. And once the staff team gets told that, hey,
Oh yeah,
you need to watch out for this guy, you're basically screwing yourself
pretty much.
and anybody you bring on the server with you.
Yep. Okay. What else did that thing?
So what else has been going on other than you've been streaming a lot, man?
I've been streaming a lot. I'm getting ready to switch jobs. So Monday, I get to put in 2 week notice at my current job. So that's kind of fun and exciting.
Mm,
You know, all that kind of stuff. Let's see what this thing is.
let's see. It
Alter.
is around 12 p.m.
Oh,
or
hey,
so, a
no,
little bit
stop.
close to
No.
one
What the hell?
o'clock.
Oh. Say what now?
No, I was looking at the time.
Oh.
No, the reason why I haven't been on for
Oh.
myself is I played a lot of ATM
Uh huh.
and I start I started getting burnt out on it,
Oh, I completely understand. Oh, crap, Ignis.
and
Are you watching
that's
my
why I
stream?
switched mod packs.
I just spawned
I
in
have not
Ignis.
even watched stream yet.
I don't know who this Ignis person is. That could probably hurt. Haha. Oh, that could probably hurt too. Oh, and now you. Hey, how's it going? Neener, neener, neener. I'm faster than you are.
Yeah, and the reason why nobody can really get a hold of me during the that's good to see.
One of these guys drops. Oh, cool! I killed him. That's cool. Does he really drop an egg?
Do you have cap sharing?
Uh huh.
That's why.
Ignite.
There's a chance for you to get an egg.
Oh, I know, but I didn't think one of the bosses would drop one. That just doesn't make
Yeah.
a lot of sense. There's a gas has spawn eggs. That's cool. Um, God damn it. Sorry. Excuse me. I'm gonna come up here for a second and see what I got. Arrows, worthless. Alexandrite, worthless. Okay, let's put this stuff in here. Well, I'm glad that you're finding something that you're having fun with, man. That's the important part. Because yeah, getting burnt out on it, that's one of the reasons that I call my channel Gaming ADD. Is I'll go hardcore on a game, like I'll just live it, right? And I get burnt out on it, not
Hmm.
because it's a bad game, just because I get kind of tired of it, and then I bounce to something different, and then I'll come back later. But
Yeah.
I just bounce because I'm like, nope, I'm just burnt out after umpteen whatever hours of just hardcore playing. So no, I completely
Yeah.
understand that. I do that all the time. One of my actually Judge, the guy I play with, he laughs because he's like, dude, it's like gaming whiplash because I'll be playing something and then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm bored with this. So I understand that.
So and also I've been talking to one of my other friends, and they wanted to play a mod pack called Cobblemon.
Okay.
It's interesting. It's like Pixelmon, but
Yeah.
it's different.
Huh?
It's something I thought I'd never play again,
Yeah.
because I did try playing it, and I wasn't a big fan of it.
I get it. You know.
But then I said, hell with it. Let me give it another shot.
Yeah.
I've actually enjoyed it a little bit. It's
Yeah.
actually really smooth.
You ever play
If you really want
Rust?
to take a break from playing any other mod pack, I see a lot of videos on it.
Yeah.
That game was on sale, or still on sale, for like $23, $24.
So
And
I met
I
Judge.
just don't really see the point to buy it.
So the funny thing was, I met Judge playing um the Division 2. So that's how I met Judge. We went from the Division, we went to Rust. Rust is by far probably one of the most toxic games there is.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
most definitely.
horrible game. You know, if a parent was ever like, well, my kid wants to play a game, it's called Rust, I'd be like, no, your kid doesn't need to play Rust. And, you know, it's like, I'm not really that big into like, you know, it's like, hey, I mean, play what you want, but that game is so bad. But he still goes back to it every once in a while. I just don't care. You know, I look at it and kill him. So I get burning ashes. Okay. That's a good way to kill Ignis. More burning ashes.
I know they've been updating that a lot recently, though.
Yeah, they have. Okay, once you use the burning ashes on the altar flame,
I
you get
get
the
to sit
Ingus.
back
Okay.
and let them run everything while I'm gone,
Yeah.
while the other owner's on as well. So I still send my payments over to the other owner,
Yeah.
because the other owner actually pays for the server. I just send them over my half. So
Huh, that's interesting. So you can use this ore to make gear. Huh.
okay,
That's
I'm gonna need water, gravel, and sand.
um make um the seeds for it. Mystical agriculture.
Oh,
We
it doesn't need no heat. I just had a little too much fun
yeah.
yesterday, and I didn't realize how much it was gonna take out on my body.
I understand that one,
So
man.
today I've been off and on all fucking day because of how tired I am
Uh-huh.
and exhausted. So
When you know, still go out and do things like you know, you thought you or you know, when you were 20 something and all of a sudden now you're like, yeah, that wasn't a good idea.
No, I'm in my mid-20s, but I'm
Ah,
just saying for some reason it tires me out, dude.
I get it, man. I'm not in my 20s. You know, I've been young and dumb and you know, was hey, I can, I was bulletproof and I could go do this and I did all that and Nowadays it's like
Uh-huh, pretty much.
yeah.
I thought I could do it and not get exhausted. And then when I woke up, sleep, woke up, stayed up until about 8 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
went to sleep, woke up, and I'm just exhausted since then.
I remember working uh you know 17, 18, 19 hours straight and then getting a couple hours sleep and then doing it again. Uh-huh. I'd remember. Yeah. Thinking to myself, "Oh yeah, this is great." Mm-hmm. Part of me wants to kill this guy again, just so I have enough. Can I make this sword? How do you make it? Oh, I could make like that. Interesting.
That's nice to see this mod's updated.
Oh, which one?
The bonsai pot,
Oh, bonsai pots are so
the
nice.
bonsai.
Yeah, those are so nice.
Yeah, in this mod pack that I'm playing, they updated it
Nice.
for 1.21.1 because that's what version this pack's in. It's
Okay.
on Neoforge.
Oh, okay. I get you.
I was surprised they brought it back though, because you gotta think how long has it been since that mod was updated?
But if you think about it, the pack's really not that. I mean, it's not that complicated of a pack, to be honest. Um,
No, not unless you know what you're doing.
well, no, but I mean, if you think about like what that pack is compared to some of the other ones, it's actually not as complicated, and pretty, it's pretty nice. I liked it. It was a nice pack. Oh my God, it's like 10 o'clock. Well, okay, one boss down. Um, you know what? Uh,
They really changed it.
yeah.
I can just say that. Now it's called Bonsai Trees 4 mods.
Hmm.
For.
All right.
I might actually get back off. Starting to get bored. Tired.
I get it.
Here. Go to you. And I click
Oops.
you, message. They updated it.
Oh, is this the bonsai?
Mm-hmm.
Bonsai trees 4. Nice. I'll have to look at that here in a second.
They changed the whole menu, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Now it actually requires an axe to be put in it.
Well,
Fuck it. I'm
and
gonna go watch something. I'm tired.
I understand, man. I'm actually getting ready to bounce off, so I get you. I hope you have a great night.
You too. I'll talk to you whenever I can.
I'll catch you later, boss. Bye. Okay, so I need that. 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 Hey, I have just 2 left. I don't want to spend the last of that, so okay. I have 7 left in there. That's good. Okay. There's the armor. Alrighty then. Let's see. Okay, there's that. That is going to be for huh, I don't know what all those are for. But here we go. It's gonna be for this. The mecha suit. Which is funny, because that's 11 armor or 15 armor toughness. This is only 8 armor and 3 armor toughness. I have no idea what that is. So mecha suit, you can do increase maximum energy capacity. You can do 8 of those. Eight per item. So that's 32 of those are needed. If you can put 8 on helm, chest, legs, and boots. Holy crap. Color modular. The perceived color of the mecha suit. Oh yeah, I can change the color of it. Okay. Shielding. Excavation. Digging speed. Increased digging speed. Okay. Melee attack on player or mobs. Do more damage. Farming unit, shearing unit, silk touch, or refinement. Increase ore yields. Well, that's kind of cool. You can do that 3 times. Okay. Blasting unit, don't care. Vein mining. Okay. Teleportation unit. Interesting. Inhalation purification. Preventing selected potion effect types. Okay. Vision enhancement. So I gotta make 4 of those. That's a lot. Feeds the player. Oh, okay. Radiation dose. Yeah, don't care. Dosometer. Geiger. Okay, jetpack. Applies a hydrogen-fueled jetpack to the mech suit. Why would I want that? Charge distribution. Yeah, so all of these upgrades, to me, seem kind of pointless. I don't understand why people say this is like the best armor. So we'll have to see. I'm possibly missing something. But they got rid of angel wings. Just dire things. That gets you creative flight. The quantum one. Not going to be making that. I guess I could finish. Oh, you can't make that one. Can't make that one. You can't even make that one. Oh, no. Never mind. It's a 30-minute flight. Let's see. There's that. Requires that. That requires that. Potion of levitation. And that. Potion of slow falling. And that. Awakened potion. And that. Or, sorry, awkward potion. So that's like 5 or 6 potions. But if did don't tell me I did. Yeah, potion filter. Huh. I must have been a moron and deleted my potion, or my potion filter of flight that I had started. Interesting. Okay, I want to try. Anyway, on that note, you know what? I think I am out for the night. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Be good to yourself, be good to others. You know, find somebody to be kind to today. You never know how much that can make a difference in somebody's life. And hopefully somebody is kind to you. So I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Take it easy and be good to each other.